everyone, this is Lyndon Poskitt from Races to Places with our Race to Dakar 2020 series. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button to receive the very latest from the Africa Eco Race 2020.
I'm bad as bad can be, so bad that it's hard to believe. Oh, what they say about me. I'm bad as bad can be.
Hey everyone, this morning a little job to do was to go and get Thunder out of storage and ready for another adventure. Now, does anybody remember Thunder, the Nissan Patrol media vehicle? That is the penthouse suite, and that's for Poskitt Senior this time. So Dad's going to be sleeping up in the roof tent there. The old Nissan is back. This is a tow strap. Now, I'm hoping none of us riders need this, but we have to be prepared. I've never had to use it in a rally, but I'd always want one if I did have to use it for sure. So here it is, just stashed here in the navigation tower, just in there, and there's some spare wheel nuts there. Especially rear wheel nut. Hopefully don't need that as well, but you know, mechanics get tired, you might have a problem on the stage, forget to tighten it up properly or something, and you're done without those. So I've actually stopped and helped a rider and given him a rear wheel nut before. That's why I choose to carry them. So that's it. That's where the tow strap is. Now this is what I call the accessory plate. Mount this plate on here on the nav tower. Just goes on the side like this. It mounts on some rubber mounting blocks, and what that does, that mounts there like that, and it allows us to mount things to the side of the navigation tower. So that's what that is. Just gives you more freedom to mount things on there. So what we've got now is we've got this Enduristan fender bag, and then this mounting plate is to hold the fender bag here, and in here is going to be all the first aid and medical equipment, so it's easy to access for the riders, and you don't have to carry it on themselves. It's on the bike the whole time. So this is going to go like this. You mount it up on here. It just straps on. It's dead easy, and it's easy to access. You just turn the handlebars, and then to close it up, you just roll it up like that, clip it closed, and it stays there with your first aid and everything in it. So, who remembers the Enduristan bags I was packing in the last episode? Well, this is the first aid kit and safety equipment, flares and everything that the riders need. It's mandatory to carry this, and it's all stored here on the nav tower in this bag. So we're just going to pop that in to show you. Yeah, slides in like this, all the way in like that. And then you just close this end up, just roll this end up and tighten the straps on it, and just clip into place like this. That's it, just stays on the nav tower like that. Sweet! Brap. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick whiz over the navigation tower on this bike. I've done this previously in videos, but since it's just been finished, figured I would just go through it with you. So what we've got up top here is two ERTF speedo cap repeaters. One is for distance and one is for compass heading, and those are both driven from the ERTF GPS, but you can then adjust it with this control here, which is the top switch down here. So you can bump the trip up and down and control the screens through that. On here we've got all the antennas, so all the antennas, the satellite antenna for the Iritrack, the GPS for the Iritrack, and the GPS for the ERTF unit. All these are all on here. The reason for that is we use this space up here for the GoPro cameras that we'll be using in the race, so we want to keep that free. And also, if you have a crash, you don't damage them all. They're all safe down here in the middle of the handlebars typically. We've also got the sounder. This is the sounder for the Sentinel system to warn us if there's a car coming behind us and stuff like that. Other things on the handlebars, there's a secondary switch there which controls the alpinestars.eicma down here, which is just a backup to this in case we have a problem. This is on a wheel sensor as opposed to GPS based, and that's also driven here. You got your switch down here, which is a toggle switch for your road book. Everybody should know hopefully what a road book is, but it's where the paper scroll goes with the directions on it. Start button, fuel pump switch, front tanks, rear tanks. You can choose which one you're on there. You've got a light there for the front tank and a light there for the rear tank, so you know when you're on reserve in both tanks. And then you've got oil and water lights, high beam, and your FI light should you have any problems out there. So that's what you've got on the handlebars and up there on the nav tower for navigation. Now I talked about the Iritrack system. This is the safety system, so the organisation know where you are, and you can also communicate with them whether you're with another rider that's injured or you're on your own and you're injured, or you want to tell them that you've stopped but you're okay. This is the device that does it. So we chose to mount it on the side here of the nav tower. Some people choose to mount it in the middle with a remote screen, but we choose to use the middle space for other things. And by doing it on the side here, what we can do is on the other side, to make it symmetrical, we can mount this. So on this side, we've got all the first aid and safety equipment in here in this little Enduristan waterproof fender pack, and it's also mounted on a Lyndon Poskitt Racing little plate. You can see there, stainless plate, which is mounted to the navigation tower. Now you might think, oh, adding stainless to the navigation tower adds weight, but actually this setup is lighter than adding the second screen, because the second screen is almost 0.5 kilogram for this, the remote screen. So we choose to do it this way for this race, or should I say I chose to do it this way. And then we've got this little plate that mounts it on here, which you can get from Lyndon Poskitt Racing. So if anyone's out there racing and wants one of those, just let us know. It just mounts onto the nav tower, and you can see all the wiring has to be neat. It's really important that all the wiring is neat. Tim did this one, and me and Tim have gone right through how the wiring should be on both bikes, and you can see it's really neat and tidy, and everything's all coiled up. And because if you have a problem, you want to be able to identify what it is and access it. So everything's all nice and neat, routed, doesn't pull when you turn the bars, and that's what this is all about. It's got to be right. It's a long race, and we don't want any problems. So that's it. That's a little tour around the navigation tower. Right, it's now time to get the graphics party started. Check all this lot out. Loads and loads and loads of graphics. And we've got 5 bikes to get them all on. Wah! Just received the final package from Climb, and I think it's the riders' jackets. Let's take a look. Some Dakar jackets for the team. Immerses to places. It's really cold. It's like -5 outside. I don't know if you can see my breath. There's no heating in the workshop, so hence you see me in the hat and jackets and multiple layers every day. My hands are freezing from working on the metal, but it's what we got and we're making it work. So we've got boxes of t-shirts, team shirts. We're just sorting stuff out for the vans. Boxes of stuff everywhere. More tyres, boxes, parts. And here, more tyres again, just arrived from Michelin. And this is the rider's gear bags, spare set of forks there. Rider's gear bags coming together. Ground sheets, all stuff that I probably haven't mentioned before. But it's probably about 5 days graft, and we've got everything together. It's really been a mission, but a mission that I took on, and I'm getting on with it with the help of a lot of people. I've learnt so much from doing this, and in so many ways. I could write a chapter for it on my book. How to dream up a crazy idea and then execute it. It's a lot of work. Anyway, let's rip a t-shirt open and show you. Well guys, it's a big day today. It's dyno day. All 5 bikes on the dyno. Check the maps out, make sure the bikes are running fine, no leaks. Give them a little bit of a run in, and get everything tested. So big day on the dyno today, get all these bikes through it. So I'm just here on the dyno, but a van's just pulled up outside, and I know who it is. It's Phil from Paint Nation, and he's bringing my helmet, so check him out, look. That is a showy helmet.
That was one as well.
And that is Phil. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm better now I've got a helmet.
There's another one.
and there's more. There's team helmets. Let's have a look.
You could do with someone holding the camera while
So
or do you want me to
holding
unbox?
it, you can unbox. I see you, Union Jack. The real unveiling. This is the man that painted it. Check that out. That is sick, man. Nice. That is really nice. We are well and truly on it with that one. Look at that. Mate, that's awesome. Yes. The lids. Now we need to get the other ones out.
Line them up.
That's awesome. Team races to places. that's the day over. 5 bikes, all running, tested, maps checked, any adjustments made as required, and all ready to go. So busy day. Thanks to Simon at PowerTech for your help. Time to get going back home. It's already dark outside. Another long day, getting some training in for Africa. So I just thought I'd share a couple of scenes of the beautiful UK countryside here as I was driving down the road this morning. Look at the weather, it's absolutely lashing down and cold. So today it's a team moose fitting day, or tyre and moose fitting day. Michelin tyres, Michelin mooses, desert ones, and a bit of a team effort today. We've got Tony and Mick here, grafting away. Look at this.
On my birthday.
Mick, what's it like fitting tyres and mooses on your birthday?
No different to any other day.
Just another day in the office.
Another day. Nothing changes.
How about Tony? How are you liking changing these rally mooses? It's easy, right?
Fronts are.
Was that a swear word then? Hello, my name's Doris and I'm the shop dog. So, these are the 5 toolkits, and this is an Enduristan Lyndon organiser. So you can see, hello, Enduristan Lyndon organiser. And it folds away like this, to give you an idea. I'll fold it up when I've finished, but I just want to show you what's in it for the riders. So very basic toolkit to just do the essentials. There's some other little bits on the bike, on the nav tower. There's some spare parts as well, but this is just the basic toolkit, and it fits in this carbon fibre box that goes under the seat. But what we've got is we've got a wheel wrench to remove the front or rear wheels or tighten them up, take them out. We've also got a tyre lever on the end of that should you need one. And just in case you have a moose problem, which hopefully we won't have any of those. We've got a spring puller for the exhaust springs, just in case you need to remove it or reinstall it or anything like that. We've got a spark plug wrench and a spark plug. Magnet, in case you drop something in the sand or you drop something in your engine, you can get it out. Titanium Motion Pro wrenches, super lightweight wrenches, these things, like they weigh nothing. So we've got the common sizes, 8, 10, 12, 13 and an 11mm for the brake bleed bolt on the calipers. And then we've got this Motion Pro mini T-bar, which is awesome. It's like a little tiny T-wrench with a quarter drive on the end. For the quarter drive, we have everything that we need to pretty much do anything on the bike. So if we flip over these rails, you can see there's lots and lots of places to put stuff in this Lyndon organiser, but at this side what we've got in here is all the tools and parts for that little T-wrench. So in here we've got all the sockets that we need to work on the bike. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sockets, 6mm, 8mm, 10mm, right up to 13mm, and there's a little bit driver in there as well. And in here what you have in this is all the bits that you need. So everything from tiny little 2mm Allens right up to, 8mm Allen for if you had to remove the engine, all the Torx bits, screwdrivers, crossheads and flat blades. Everything that you need is in there, and that all attaches with a little bit driver onto there. So that's what the lucky boys have got with them for that. And then in here, this is all the chain stuff. So in here we've got a Motion Pro T6 chain tool. It's a lightweight chain tool, so you do need to be careful using it that you don't break it. But there's a spare pin in there, so they have one chance. If they break the pin, they've at least got another one, and hopefully they won't do it again. But in there there's the presses and everything, and also a spare link. So if they need to split the chain and join it again, they've got a spare link in there to do that. So that's the chain part of the toolkit. And then in the other side in here, I'll just show you what they've got in here. They've got some radiator sealant, some rad weld, they've got some chemical metal, they've got fuses for the electrical system, they've got a little bit of wire lock, a seal cleaner, some self-amalgamating tape, Motion Pro emergency tape for if you have like a burst hose, or if you want to seal something, you can use that for that. So that's the very basic toolkit, and to go alongside this toolkit is my favourite tool on the bike. It's my go-to tool, and that's this Leatherman Wave. They've all got a Leatherman Wave as a pair of pliers, side cutters and knife, and every single thing else that they've got on there. They've got some little mini screwdrivers, scissors, files, you name it. Now, I use the file on this to file the rivet down on the rivet links on the chain before I use the chain tool, and that just saves the stress and pressure on the chain tool a little bit, and I'll be talking to the riders about that as well. So that is the Leatherman Wave. So once we've got the tools kit all together like this, fold it up, makes a smart little package like that. Take the composite toolbox, which is under the seat on the bike. Leatherman sits in the bottom like this, and then this one goes like that. Everything down into the toolkit. Put the lid on, like that. Squash it down, and then there's some little straps that come onto there to hold the lid down when it's under the seat on the bike. Rider's toolkit. So here we are, the first time together with all 5 bikes finished, finally ready to go to the race. It's been an awful lot of work, lots of people have helped and got involved. The mechanics have been here, learning things, understanding the new bikes, building bikes. It's been a lot, but it's really nice to have them done and ready to leave for the race. So you can see behind me 100, 102, 103, 104 and 105. And here we are just a few days before departing for the race. Although the bikes are done, there's still a lot of work to do on the support vehicles, the 2 support vehicles and the media vehicle, and get everything loaded up, ready to go. So there's still a lot of work to do, but it's really nice to have these 5 bikes ready to leave for the start of the Africa race in just a few days' time. Let's get on with loading these vans.
I'm dead.